Now, let's go back to the beginning. Whether you have any particular belief in God, or you're an atheist, God or Moses or whoever the author of this book was, lays out a set of instructions in conjunction with allegorical stories that give us a foundation to mitigate chaos and suffering in our lives, as well as avoiding disease and even death itself. So whether you believe in the creator of the universe, or you believe that we're all just some accident, you should continue to listen and live as if God were real, and suppose there is a life after this. Because I find that the Bible is an ancient book that rings true even today. So, back to the beginning. God created the heavens and the earth. From the very first page of the Bible, so much has been said. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. So this here suggests that the absence of God is nothing but darkness and emptiness. This is an existence that is null and void. Without God, see, there is no purpose and no meaning. Life is hard. That old platitude rings true till today. Life is so full of suffering and much tragedy. So if in fact there is no afterlife, no heaven, then this will be a perpetual truth, a perpetual existence and reality to the state of being. But then God declared, "Let there be light," and then there was. How did he create? By speaking, by using his word. Perhaps words have power then, right? Declare what you want out of life. Communicate your feelings. Be open and honest about what makes you happy and what upsets you and what the truth is and what isn't. So the first thing God created was light, propelling time and space into existence and material items. He then created land and sea, the heavens as well. Then the Lord brought vegetation, fruits and trees into existence. Then he created the moon, sun, and stars. He then created animals in the ocean first, then the birds of the air, and he commanded them to be fruitful and multiply. Then he brought living creatures out of the earth. Then God said, "Let us make man in our own image." Us, he says. Father, Son, and Spirit, or him and his angels? Well, I believe he gives us an indication with the way he designed us. We are in some shape, after all, three parts: body, mind, and spirit. So then God created man. He molded him from the dust of the earth. He then breathed into the nostrils of the man, bringing the first man into life, unique amongst all of his creation, having himself the semblance of God. He bestowed upon him the responsibility and dominion over all of the things that the Lord had created. God declared all of the things that he created in those 7 days good. However, he noticed that something was missing. He contemplated the man and couldn't bring himself to say that everything was good. No, it's not good for man to be alone, he said instead. Indeed, he would make him a helper comparable to him. So he put Adam into a deep sleep, and from his rib he drew out what he formed into a woman, Eve. Then he presented her as a bride to her man, and the Lord established the first marriage. Adam declared, as he gazed upon Eve, "Now this is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh." This was God's order from the inception. One man for one woman, and one woman for one man. The pair to govern over the earth and all that was in it, to be his representatives on earth. Anything outside of this leads to chaos, pain, and suffering, even destruction, as we will soon find out. But this is how the story begins.